my gaming scene as well. Um, okay. Righty. So if you missed Tuesday's stream, you might not know what we're doing. We are grinding. I'm getting a little nervous about the timing. I was feeling pretty confident on Tuesday, but we had a couple of off days, so now I'm less sure. But basically I'm trying to get 140 things gifted to the museum before the 16th of winter. The 15th would be ideal to give us a little bit of wiggle room, but I think I could get away with the 16th. And we're at like 128 or something like that. And the reason we're trying to do that is because we need snowdrop seeds. And that's the only way to get snowdrop seeds without having a town rank level C, which I'm not anywhere close to. But I need enough time for them to grow in the winter, otherwise I'm gonna have to wait for a whole nother winter. So, oh heck, I didn't mean to do that. Hi Elise, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I hope that the coffee helps. How do I like put something away? Because it's not letting me interact with this egg because I have something in my hand. It's not letting me go to an empty slot either. Oh, there we go. That was kind of a clunky way to do it, but we're on mission snowdrops indeed, because otherwise I have to wait all the way until next winter to get a greenhouse, which is like, you know, if that's what happens, that's what happens, but it's not ideal. I want my greenhouse. Man, I'm being a bit of a completionist. For better or for worse. Hello, Ophia, welcome in. I hope that you're doing good, love. It's good to see you. If we have any mods, could we get a shout out for Fia, please? Fia is a good pal of mine and part of the Whimsy Action stream team. I don't think they're streaming a lot right now, but when they do, it's amazing. So hit the follow so you're ready whenever they're around. Okay. Let's milk the cows. Yes, work from home. I hope you have a good day. I hope work is smooth and gentle and not too stressful. Okay, I think we had said that at the beginning of today, we needed to focus on getting our booties over to get these coffers busted open, and then we'll go back underwater. So that's where we were having like the most success getting that is where we were having the most success in getting new things to donate to the museum. I'm not trying to fish the ground, thank you. Actually, oh my gosh, it's so clunky trying to figure out the buttons. Oh, it's not letting me jump over it now. Whatever. Oh. I'm lurking because I'm working. Hi, Red. Thank you for the lurk. I love you. I hope you have a good day. The animals are cuter than I imagined. I can't wait to finally get someone on my day on my farm. Yes. Are you new to Coral Island? Cardizzle. Alright, everything over here is growing. So let's get our booties into town. I always get so excited when there's like new players because I love this game so much. Okay, does this open today? At 9 a.m. 10 minutes, I'll have to be patient. Hello, Eva. These days are the days I'm super glad I'm a baker because I have my own personal heater at work. I always get all sappy in the winter. She's so cute. She's so cute. I've had it downloaded but couldn't get myself to play for more than an hour at a time. I'm at the tree festival right now, but yeah, I'm still new. Yeah, I think I mean, I don't know if this was why for you, but for me at the very beginning, it was a bit hard to get into it because specifically because it is very similar to like every other farming simulator in the very beginning. And so I found it a bit tough to kind of hold my attention, but as soon as I got into as soon as I got like past the beginning and started really getting to know the characters and the lore more and stuff, that's when I was vibing with it a lot. Cuz I played early access and it was so good, but because I had played early access, the story was a little repetitive when I very first got into it. And then once I got past the stuff I had seen before, then I was like, yes, this is great. For games like this, I need a little chart to remember when shops are open. Oh, it's all on your map, which is really nice in this game. Can be so much at first. It's beautiful, but yeah, but so much. Yeah, take your time. Don't feel too rushed or anything. If you do 30 minutes here and 30 minutes there and just like, feel it out. Hi, Raiders. Alec, thank you for the raid. Welcome in to the witches. Hello, hello. How was your stream, lovely? I know he was teasing me, but I have to agree with him. I was flattered. I'm going home right as soon as I'm done with work. I have to keep an eye on the cats tonight. I caught them trying to open the fridge this morning, and I'm not about to let that go. That's so funny. Cats are so silly. Alright. Scootabadoot. Up to... Do I have all my coffers or not? Actually, let me take a peek at that. It was good. How are you? What were y'all streaming today? Like, what were you doing on stream? Playing a game, co-working? What were the vibes? I'm glad that your stream was good, though. I'm doing okay today. My chronic pain is a little spicy. But I'm glad I was able to, like, muster up enough, strength to hang out because I really wanted to hang out today. Let's put all of this away. Put you in here. And then do we have any other coffers to open or geodes or anything? No, not really. Okay. That's fine. I just got glasses. Wait, oh, let me scroll up. I missed something. I played Star Rail, Genshin, and Minecraft. Very cozy vibes because period cramps. But oh my god, you're so valid though. You're so valid. Period cramps are the worst. I have PCOS, so I totally get that. Also, we need to check who has the brain cell, I'm realizing now. Garlic Dragon! It is your turn with the brain cell, my friend. Use him wisely, and please return him safely in 1 hour. Please do, please do. Okay. What was I saying? Answer said, I just got glasses for the first time ever, and I don't know if it's normal, but it's physically painful on my ears to wear them for more than 15 minutes, and I have pretty high pain tolerance for my chronic illness, but they also keep sliding down my nose, and it's so frustrating. That is super fair. So it is pretty normal to have some like growing pains with your glasses. The like only 15 minutes is a little concerning. I'm glad that they molded it for you a little bit. But I'm surprised that even after molding that it is still giving you like quite that much of a hard time. I'm wondering if the shape of the glasses is maybe not the best fit. But some of it is just genuinely like it like takes time to get used to all of it. Like for me, I would get a little bit of headaches from the new prescription because all of a sudden my brain was like working really hard to focus through the new like lenses and I wasn't used to it. So some discomfort is normal, but it sounds like maybe that's a lot. Okay, good. We got a couple things from the coffer. So we're at 129 out of 140. That's what we need. That gift you see right there, those snowdrops, that's what we're really trying to get, chat room. Exclamation point manifest. Yeah. Yeah, try to communicate with them again if it's still causing you a lot of trouble. Cuz some people's faces just don't fit certain frames very well either. Annoyingly, unfortunately. Like, I have 3 pairs of glasses, and I have 1 pair that has just never quite fit as well. It's just a bit too big on my face, unfortunately. You try to suss that out when you're, like, you know, shopping for them, but there's a big difference between wearing them for a quick try-on and, like, going deeper than that. There's also obviously the contacts route if you find that just like no matter what you do that you're just like quite uncomfortable with glasses. Okay, what was I doing? Fast traveling to town because I want to buy some donuts and then go underwater. Hi, Mira. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the quiet hello. Thank you, thank you. If the mods could get a shout out for Mira too, that would be awesome. That would be wonderful. See, we don't all have level ears either. My hubby has one ear considerably higher than the other, so always needs that bow adjusted on every pair of glasses. What's weird is that they said that they got them adjusted already once. So I don't know if they'll have to go in for another adjustment, but they molded it a bit, but the machine wasn't warmed up all the way. I feel like one of the branches is more bent than the other. I'll muster up the courage to call them tomorrow, but yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Your glasses should feel comfortable, so especially after some time of getting used to them. So definitely call them, see if they can mold them a little bit more. You're definitely not the only person who they've, you know, had like the fit be a little bit of a struggle. I do need to buy some new glasses because my dog likes to punch me in the face, or I go and have a seizure, and the ones I have now break too easily. No. Yeah, you want ones that are going to be a little bit more stable, if you can. I have two frames that I wear pretty regularly. I have my wire rim frames, and then I have these green plastic ones. Both are pretty nice. My green ones have the added benefit that for some reason, even though I don't think I asked for this, nor did I realize when I bought them, they have like a bit of a yellow tint to them. And it almost acts as like a tiny bit of like sun protection. It almost seems like it's like sunglasses, but like really, really, really light sunglasses. And I did not buy them on purpose that way, but that is what they are. And so I use those sometimes if my eyes are feeling sensitive to screens, or if it's like bright outside. And then I use my regular like wire rim ones on a daily basis just because they're a lot lighter on my face. Both of my plastic pairs feel a little bit heavier, both like visually and like physically feel heavier. We're getting kind of close to unlocking like a totally different area in the underwater, and I think we might run across like a bunch of new sea creatures once we get to that part. So I'm pretty excited to see if that will help us get the last like 11 donations that we need. Because if you look at the map, let's see if I can remember how to show y'all the map. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from unlocking this major new area, I believe. So that should get us deeper underwater, and then that should mean that we should see new creatures and get new coffers and stuff. I found that plastic frames are better for me, so I'm actually looking at pair eyewear glasses so I can change out the color/pattern if I want sunnies. Yes! If I was someone who had like a little bit more spare income, one thing I would definitely do is buy more pairs of glasses, just because I think they're fun to swap out. My Instagram algorithm has figured out that I like... Oh shoot, I wanna catch that. That I like glasses too, because it tries to sell them to me. Nice. I don't think we've caught that one before. That's good. Thank God that they made the bug catching easier, that if you walk away it can restart the little notification timer. A link to the Discord. I accidentally left yours while I was trying to leave it now there. Oh yeah, sure. Even if it wasn't an accident, I never take offense when people like come and go from the Discord, just because I know that Discords can be really overwhelming for some people, myself included at times. Once you upgrade your tools, it gets a lot better, but I definitely understand. The bug catching is not the easiest, but if it, I don't know if this will make you feel better or worse, but it used to be harder. Not sure which direction we should go in. Because we have this way we could go. Let's look at the map. Which is up. We should go down, I guess, because we need to do these, I think, to unlock the main area. So I think we were supposed to get to this area first. I wish I had realized that this was something we were gonna have to do before winter, so that I would have upgraded my scythe, because now I don't have time, but having to like button smash is brutal. It's not ideal. I told my puppy not to bite me and she jumped off my lap and ran off. She said, that was my whole point of being here, so if I can't bite you, then I'm out. Junie's like that. A little feisty. A little feisty baby. I got these like grass panels, that I'm gonna hang up on my wall. And I'm gonna put a corkboard over the top of the grass panels. At least that's the plan right now. But I needed to take them out of the plastic so that they would like fluff up a little bit, because right now they were like really smushed down from all being in the same little like plastic wrap. And the cats have been fascinated by the grass panels on the floor today. They're like, what is this, Todd? They're like, is this a scratching post? Like, can I eat it? Can I lay on it? What is it? Hi, Kylie. Thank you for the quiet hello. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Chihuahua Dachshund Blue Heeler mix. Dang, that's a lot of different types of breeds mixed in there. Must make for an interesting looking little lady. I would love to have a dog, but honestly, the more and more I look at the status of the US, the more and more I would love to get out of here. So I'm like hesitant to really push to get a dog, because that would make it a lot harder to move. That means I have to wait years before I could even consider getting one, though, and that's... Ugh. Sigh, I would love to do that for you. I would love to do a queer tarot reading. I'm gonna do it when the day ends in game, though, if that's okay. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. We did lots of big sniffs by the window. Now she's promptly passed out. Cute. I think Fig went back to the couch. Unless he's up there with you. He had come into my room and got on my desk, but because I was not paying attention to him, he was like, okay, I'm out. Way too many Discords, which was categorized in my notifications on my phone, having a hard time reaching less than 1,000 notifications. And your server was right below the one that was spamming everyone with the everyone tag. Oh, yeah. I'm in a couple of servers where I, like, love that creator. And, like, literally don't mean this to be any shade at all, so please, like, just don't take it that way. But, like, I cannot be in Discord servers where they ping everyone like 17 times a day. I like want to be there, but I can't deal with it. There's a few I've been thinking of leaving because it's just too overstimulating for me. I try really hard to use the everyone tag like sparingly, and to have everything else be on rolls so that everyone can choose like the right amount of pings for them. Nice, we got another coffer. Very good. We need more of those. The birds are squawking out there today. I have the window open because it's quite nice today. We learned today that Toasty and I need to get outside more. Toasty got their blood work back and their doctor was like, you are very vitamin D deficient. You are otherwise very healthy, but you need vitamin D badly. And I would imagine if that's the case for Toasty, it's probably also the case for me, considering we get outside about the same amount. So, not that having the window open necessarily fixes that, but that's what it made me think of. There's definitely a couple servers where I had to check the box to suppress everyone and hear pings. Though I wish that was 2 separate options because of that. Yeah. Yep. For sure. Hi, Aaron. Welcome in. How are you? How are you doing? Just woke up from a nap. Good morning. I was such a big napper yesterday. And I had a nap at like 12:30 and then another nap at like 6. I hope that it was a nice nap and that you woke up feeling refreshed. Good. The record for the most amount of pings was 50 pings in one day, and my phone kept vibrating to the point where it vibrated off the bed. 50 pings in one day is astronomical. The ones that I was talking about being too much for me, they ping like maybe like 6 or 7 times in a day, and I was still like, that's way too much for me. So you are super valid. I would also definitely leave a server that was pinging 50 times a day. What do you have to say 50 times a day? Like, be so for real. That is actually like beneficial to everyone that you need to use the everyone tag for. Because I can't imagine. It was good. I'm on Discord only on the computer. I don't think I could handle the phone alerts at all. That's fair. That's super valid. The phone alerts can be a lot. I used to be really good at keeping up with all of my Discord notifications, but not so much lately. Lately, it's just been so far from a priority compared to everything else that's going on in life, so my Discord notifications are now like, you have 82 notifications, and I just clear them and say read, even though I did not read them. I have no idea what they were doing that needed that many pings. Were they updating the universe every time they needed to pee or what? Truly. Live tweeting your every thought, but via your Discord server is wild. Let me just give you my full stream of consciousness. I mean, streaming is kind of like giving y'all my stream of consciousness, but much more like you opt into it by hanging out. I hit a point where I was constantly getting Discord notifications on my phone, and I had to just like sit down and go through my server list, and I will I act on a notification on the server if I'm in bed and one pops up on my phone and turn off the mobile notifications if the answer was no? That's That's fair. That's a pretty good way to sort of assess it, I would say. Thankfully, we got a good amount of coppers today, so. Oh, there's an ad break. I should probably, once this day is over, take a little stretch break. And then also, I need to grab my lunch, because it's like 1:30 here. And I have not had any lunch, noms. I'm just warming up some soup, so it shouldn't take too long. We had chicken wild rice soup for dinner last night, and I was really vibing with it, so I'm gonna have it again tonight, or today for lunch. Toasty nailed it out of the park with that one. Not even gonna lie. Absolutely scrumptious. Those compression gloves, because I crochet and knit, but I went into a store to see my option, and they have like normal compression gloves and copper compression gloves. I have no idea the difference. Ooh, I don't know. I just use normal ones, and they work pretty good for me. I wear them almost every day now, because my hands are just hecked at the moment. I think I did this area already. Let's look at our map. Yep, we did this whole bottom. So we just have these two. We should be able to get through that tomorrow, I think. So let me head up that way. If Kibble doesn't kick me out. Which he might. As I think he kicks me out at 11. Where's a good place to get compression gloves? My hand/wrist is not doing the best. I can send you the ones that I have. I can also send a link to a disabled creator who sells them. The former, obviously, I can vouch for more because I've worn them. But the latter, obviously, is nice if you want to support a disabled person while also getting um your compression gloves. So y'all can choose what's more important to you, having that frame of reference. But I the creator that I will link, my friend Kale, I'm pretty sure bought hers from there. So it's not like I don't know that they're not decent. I just don't own them myself, if that makes sense. Compression gloves. Let's see if I can find my exact ones without too much trouble searching for them, perhaps. Dun, 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 dun. One second. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I don't know what they would like be asserting that copper would do in a wrist compression. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying it doesn't do anything, but I have no idea what they would be reporting that it would do. Heck, I don't see mine in my. Let me see if I can search. Oh, yeah, searching worked. Okay, here we go. Oh, I guess I got them in 2022. That's why. So these are the ones that I have. The reason that I got these specifically were that I liked that it didn't do my fingers, but if you have finger pain, then you may want to go with one that does do fingers. But personally, for me, I thought that I would find the sensory feeling of having it go around my fingers unpleasant, and then I might not wear them as much. So that's better. Those are better ones if you are like me and you want it mostly just for wrists, not for fingers. And then the disabled creator who I know makes um, a number of different options for wrist wraps and compression gloves that I've heard good things about but never purchased is this one. Um, yeah, that's a disabled Black and queer owned business that sells compression items for lots of different parts of the body, but including like wrists and gloves. They have both wrist braces and compression gloves. So whatever works for you. These compression gloves do have fingers though, so if you're not a big finger person, then I guess that's something to be aware of. Hi Larcy, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I'm gonna BRB chat room. It is lunchtime, so I'm gonna warm up my soup real quick. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Take care of yourselves, stretch, eat, take your meds, hydrate, all the good things. And yeah. Yeah, they're really cute. They have like cat theme, mushroom theme, galaxy theme, moon bunny, pastel, all the good stuff, which, a lot of disability stuff is always not cute, so it's very nice to see cute accessibility items becoming more and more common. Very good, very good. All right, I care use. I'll be back in a few minutes. BRB. All right, hello friends. I'm back. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I had my soup, and now I'm good. I have to start getting ready for work. No worries, Aaron. If you're still here, I care you very much. I hope that you have a good day at work. Who else did I miss? Let me say hello to everyone. Beth, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk. No worries. Stream should be very work and lurk friendly today, y'all. So if you're doing homework or working from home, super valid. Snicks, welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for the daily do. Joopy, of course, welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello. And Larcy, I hope you also enjoy your lurk. And get a little shout out for Joopy. Joopy, I love you so much. I'm thinking of you lots right now, pal. I hope that you're doing okay. My DMs are always open if you need anything, and I care yous lots. All right. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. We're pretty much out of energy, so I'll probably just take our little booties home. See if we have anything to sell. I'll keep one of those because I need to turn that in. But I can do that tomorrow when we also open up the coffers. Let's say a little good night to Trinket before bed. The soup was just as delicious the second time around, which I was very pleased by to discover. Alright. I've been forgetting to water this tree. Not me kicking it, dang. None of these should have to be watered. They are taking forever to grow, though. I'm like nervous I'm doing something wrong with the winter crops, but I mean, I don't really know what that would be. Enjoy your lurk, Snicks. Thank you for hanging out. I hope that everybody's having an okay day. Seems like a lot of you are grinding on homework or work stuff today as you finish up the week. I hope it's not too stressful and that stream is a good, chill, cozy background to whatever you're working on. Trifle! Oh my gosh, a whole year. That's wild. Thank you so much. Hello, friend. How are you? Give me 1 second and I will add you to our sub club graphic for the month. Of course, Spell. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Harley. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I missed something else as well. Mika, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the daily do. I think that was it. Feed these little guys. Gotta keep everybody well fed. Oh, heck. Fish, you're kind of in the way, buddy. There we go. There we go. It has been good. Celebrated a small holiday with my partner's family and we ate cake. Heck, everybody's talking about cake today. We had someone who was celebrating their birthday today. I think it was Finn was talking about trying to figure out what cake they wanted for their birthday. It's just a cake day, I guess. I guess everybody's enjoying some good cake. Let me go ahead and add trifle to our sub club graphic for the month for that one heckin' year. Should mean that you have a new sub badge, and I hope you enjoy your B motes and your B badge and your ad free viewing for another heckin' month. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it a whole lot. Hello, Moopsie. Welcome in. All right, we need our milking pail. Hello. If you joined a stream later in the time and you want to tell us how your day is going, how your week is going, I would love to know. We did a little if your day was a color, what color would your day be and why check-in today. I said that my day would be a light purple because I mentally I'm doing good, but physically having a bit of a tough end of the week. But I was still happy to be here and enjoying the cozy vibes. Hi, Yamsicle. This is Coral Island. It is a farming simulator, and that you are on an island and you're helping restore the island. It's very fun. I highly recommend. It has a lot of cute characters as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Not sponsored, I just love it. I just love it a lot. Although Coral Island, if you're listening and you want to sponsor me, I would be more than welcome. Big Stardew person it gets compared. Yeah, it has a lot of similarities to the basics of Stardew. Like, you know, the basic construction of the game has a lot of similarities to it, but I think the uniqueness for this game comes, it has very different graphics than Stardew, more like modern play graphics. We also it's made by a team in the Philippines and you're on an island, and so there's a lot of like island specific references in the lore that I think are really interesting, and it includes like underwater diving, which is very fun, and mermaid, which is also very fun. So I quite like it a lot. I don't know if I described it the best today because my brain cell is not working, but oh, you poor thing. It's so cold out. Have a seat and warm up. Frostbite is a real thing, Javi. Keep careful. Keep those socks on and keep your feet dry at all times. I'm not even wearing socks. Oh, they're doing their yoga. That's why they're out here. Oh, I like her little poncho. I'm here to learn how to stretch correctly. Leah's learning from videos on the internet. You heard about those? I'm going to buy the videos and do them at home. That way I don't need to come here. No combat this weekend? Vacationing? No. I'm being a underwater sea gremlin. Dippa's here. Hello, Dippa. I hope you have a fireplace in your cabin for this kind of weather. I really don't want to walk in the snow. My boots get all cold and soggy. True. Yeah, there is for your character. So I made this character that we're playing with now. The NPCs obviously not, you can't like control how they look, but for your own character, yes. Love being able to catch you in the morning here. It's a great start to my day. May my Friday be green and white with sparkles. I love this. I love also like our friends who are in the different time zones kind of making me feel like the next day is going to be good already before I even get there. Hi, Em. Welcome in. If we have any mods hanging out, I'm not sure if we do right now. Can we get a little shout out for M, please? Heck, I don't think any of those were turnable. That is not ideal. We're 10 away. We have like 2 days and we're 10 away, so that's tough. Gonna be it's gonna be tight squeeze. Let's see if we can, if even one of these is turn-inable. I don't think so. Nope. Rip. Ripperoni and cheese. Alright. Let's head back to the farm then so we can put it all away. Valorant means I missed an Emily Valorant stream. Heck. Oh, I guess we have this fossil we could turn in as well. Probably do that when we have more stuff to turn in. Okay. Let's go down to the pier. Wait, no, heck. I need donuts first. Thank God for fast travel in this game. Because I swear to goodness gracious, without fast travel in this game, I'd be in danger. If you're newer to the game, by the way, and you are like, fast travel, what the heck? You unlock more and more fast travel as you play. And a big part of how you unlock new features of the game is getting a town rank up. So if you're playing and you're kind of feeling like, you know, is this everything? It's not. Every time you rank up another level of your town rank, you'll unlock a lot of new stuff. So just keep working at that and see what comes. My English grammar is a little bit off today. I had to check my brain cell. That's totally fine. We have a lot of people in the community who like English is not their first language, and I also just like neurodivergent reasons as well. And I always say, especially as someone who has more recently been having to rely on speech to text, which has a lot more typos and stuff. I always say, as long as I can understand you and we're able to communicate with each other, that's really all that matters. You do not have to be perfect in this space. I wish fast travel was available IRL, truly. Well, it doesn't even need to be fast. I just wish we had, at least in the US, like, better travel options. Little character, thank you so much. The artist did do a really good job. If y'all want to commission her name is Sashimi. You do exclamation point PNG in the chat and it'll tell you her @ on Twitter. I live in New Zealand, Aotearoa? No, I'm definitely butchering that. Aotearoa? I can't say it, I'm so sorry. But I was born and raised until 15 in Romania and wish I could travel there and see my mom more often. That's so cool. I don't know a lot about Romania except for that I love watching women's gymnastics, and I know Romania has a long history with women's gymnastics. That's all I know. Aotearoa? I'm still probably butchering that, but I really appreciate you trying to help me. I'm not the best at pronouncing things. So close, thank you. I can't even blame people either because I grew up in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin has a lot of weird town names as well. Like we have like, what are some of the weirder ones? Let me see. I'm forgetting off the top of my head. I haven't lived there in a while as part of it. Wisconsin town names. We have Oconomowoc. I still can't say that one very good. Manitowoc, Sheboygan, Oshkosh, Wapaka, Ashwaubenon, Fond du Lac. Yeah, we just have some weird city names there. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that they're weird. They come across as weird to people who don't live there, but they are indigenous words, and that's why they just don't come across as like traditional English words. It's the Maori name for New Zealand. In the decolonization process, we try to use that more. Oh, that's awesome. I love to see it. I know a lot of people in the US are working on that as well. They will say like the main way that people know it, and then they'll also say like otherwise like known as stolen blank land, and then use like the indigenous name for the land that they live on. I used to know more about the indigenous people in the area that I lived back home, and even when I was in college, but I should learn more about it here in Connecticut now that I live here. Hi Mickey, welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. Doing good, happy to be here. I'm glad that you're doing good, love. I've been seeing you thriving with your new journey that you've been on. It makes me really happy to see. I hope that you're feeling really proud of yourself. Hi Perky, welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello. It's good to see you. Happy Thursday. And Trifle, thank you for the daily do as well. It's been a great first week, better than I could ever imagine. Yay! Listen, as my friend Shella likes to say, I don't know where she got this from, but she always talks about following your heart fire. And that's what it makes me think of. Sometimes we can't always understand why we feel called to do certain things, but if you honor that, that feeling that you have that this is just like the right step that you're supposed to take, I don't think it ever really like leads you astray. Nice. Ooh, and that one's a gold star one too, okay. Okay. I've always been someone who kind of like follows whatever's feeling good at that moment, and sometimes I feel bad about that. Like, when I was in high school, I kind of wasn't sure what I wanted to pursue, and then I got involved in my high school journalism program, and our journalism program was pretty intense. The teacher who taught it was pretty intense, but it meant that I learned a lot and I really fell in love with it. I wound up going from being a regular writer in a class I wasn't even sure I wanted to take. I was like, I don't know, I guess I'll try this. And then I became the news section editor. So I was helping lead the news section specifically and helping lead the writers in that section. And then I eventually became the editor-in-chief, which is wild. And that was intense. That was like a huge part of my high school journey because I would have to come in often like early and stay late to work on things. And we actually, the year that I was editor-in-chief, we won a award from Columbia University for doing some like more hard-hitting journalism stories. And so I liked that so much that I decided to oh yeah. I don't I'll come back to the chat conversation in a second, but yeah, I liked the course so much that I decided to pursue journalism for college. I wound up picking my university based off of which university had the best journalism program, which in hindsight wound up being very silly because I worked really, really hard to get into this university. Like the journalism portion of the university I went to, which I don't mind sharing, I've talked about it before. I went to Syracuse University in upstate New York. Their acceptance rate for journalism students is like 5%. Whereas the acceptance rate of the entire university is much higher. So, had I known I was eventually going to change degree programs, I probably wouldn't have tried to get into such a harsh program that's so difficult to get into, but I luckily did get in. And I pursued journalism for like a year and a half, and I did really like it. But then I started getting involved with this program on my campus called Literacy Corps, and it was I guess it's a B-Lore day, called Literacy Corps, and it was a program where we would go into local high schools in Syracuse, and we would support the teachers by being like an extra set of hands to help students work on their literacy skills. So mostly like reading and stuff. Reading and writing and English was like the main core of what we worked on them with, because Syracuse is actually one of the top 5 most like segregated school districts in the entire US, and they have a lot of like refugee student populations who need extra support that the school system unfortunately just isn't naturally prepared to give them. So having extra set of hands meant that I could like take a few students and work with them in a small group environment instead of them being like in the whole classroom all the time and not getting as much one-on-one support as they needed. And I fell in love with that job, which isn't surprising. I've always been, like a lot of people always thought I would become a teacher. And I didn't pursue teaching because my dad kind of deterred me from it. He said, like, you don't make enough money teaching, you're underappreciated, undervalued, and, like, you should pursue something where you'll be valued more because you're very smart and capable. And I think he meant it genuinely in a good way. And he's not wrong that teachers are underpaid and undervalued. That is very true, unfortunately. But doing Literacy Corps, I just fell in love again with the process of teaching. Especially, I worked specifically at a place called, it was a Northside Learning Center, and it was a little different than going into the schools because it was like an after school learning program specifically for Muslim refugees. And so there was a lot more at that particular like site that I was working on. It was a more of a combination of literacy but also just like social skills. So we did a lot more like fun activities with them. We would like play soccer with them. We would yeah, do like silly little game days and stuff like that alongside doing like homework prep and work and stuff. And I fell in love with that community. I just hung out there so much. I was there like 2 nights a week, and also at other schools at the same time doing stuff. And I just realized that like regardless of the fact that it was going to be underpaid, underappreciated work, that like I had to follow my heart fire. So I moved from journalism to education. And then I started getting involved with something called Residence Hall Association, which is kind of like student government, but specifically for the living areas, like the dorms and stuff, to advocate for like better living environments. And I don't even know how I became involved with this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I remember basically being super sad because at that point I really wanted to I really wanted to be a part of my university's journalism. Like I was in the journalism school, but there was an independent newspaper that technically wasn't funded by the university but covered like university news that I had really wanted to be involved with. It was called the Daily Orange, and I kept getting rejected from my applications for positions in-house. And I was getting really sad about it and really like discouraged, especially because I had been the editor-in-chief of my school's paper. Like I really thought I had the skills to do it, and I saw something about RHA and was just looking for an opportunity to be involved, and somehow found myself applying for this random club I didn't really know anything about. And little did I know I would absolutely fall in love with RHA. Hi, Rosie, welcome in. And yeah, I did eat Toasty. I did. And Rain and Churros, welcome in as well. Hello, friends. Hello. So, little did I know I would fall in love with that, and RHA became a huge component of my college career for the last like 3 years, sophomore through senior year. I went from being a regular member to like a hall leader. Then I got on the board for the like community service role, and then I became the president, and then the national communications coordinator, and then eventually I got on the regional board of directors. I don't know how I did all of that in 3 years, but I fell in love with it, and so I wound up switching my education degree from like traditional teaching to higher education. And higher education, if you don't know, is like college level education. Heck, I don't have any more donuts. Don't think anything I have with me is edible. Oop, I can eat that. And that's where I wound up with my degrees in higher education, and that's where I worked before. Like after I graduated, I was working in higher ed, and then I became disabled and fell in love with streaming anyways. So this became like a much more accessible income source, especially with the Panini, the Pandemi Lovato looming. Um, and who knows? I don't know if I will wind up pursuing something in the games industry in the future. I would love to be a community manager, but the gaming job market is really, really, really terrible right now. There's so many layoffs happening, so even people with experience are not able to get or maintain a job. So trying to get in as someone with only streaming experience, not that I think that it's not super valid experience and super useful. It's just that I think that people with like 3, 5, 8 years of experience are applying for the same positions that I would be applying for, and unfortunately, that just isn't gonna bode well for me. I've applied to a few in the past, and they have all always said, like, you did a great job. It's just that we're gonna wind up going with someone who has a little more experience because we can guarantee that they, you know, can probably like hold the position down better, which I can understand, but is definitely frustrating because you feel like no one will ever like really give you a chance. Then how do you like get your foot in the door kind of thing? Um, but at the end of the day, honestly, then my health became so precarious that right now I'm not like applying. Um, just because at this point in time, I'm not super sure that I would be able to maintain a regular job. Um, and I don't want to get accepted to like my first gaming job and then have to basically bow out because I can't keep up with it. So I'm trying to wait until my health gets a little more stabilized and then pursue again. If not, maybe I'll go back to higher ed eventually, but it really all depends on my health, honestly. Hello, Miss Piss. Thank you for the quiet hello. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Golden. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday, friends. If you joined us later in stream, I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're having a good day. And also to the comment earlier, I wanted to say that I knew that you didn't mean anything bad by making the joke about it sounding like Simlish. I don't think that I appreciate you being mindful of like how it came across potentially, but I also knew that the intention was not to be harmful or anything like that. So, um, don't beat yourself up over it or anything. Isn't it so cute? I didn't even name the cat. That there's actually just a cat in game called Trinket. And you can change the names, but I thought Trinket was cute, so I kept it. And I love me a good void kitty anyways, so I wish you could have more than one pet though, because there is a dog in game that I'd really like to get as well. I want Spiker Dew in one of my saves. I have severe ADHD amongst others. I got diagnosed at 23 after I burnt out in uni and work. Trying hard to get back into it, but bureaucracy gets me every time. I was an IT engineer, but the hardest thing about my job were the timesheets. Yeah, it's not easy being neurodivergent either. That's another aspect of like I'm interested in getting back to work, but I'm back into working potentially after I get my health in order a little bit, but I'm also pretty nervous because I'm with me being like more and more unmasked from living at home, from having a neurodivergent partner, from having an affirming neurodivergent community. All of that is amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's scary because I am not as able to mask anymore. And that is kind of scary in the working environment. Because a lot of autistic people are not treated very well in a working environment. So that would be a fear I'd have to get over as well. Hello, Puppo. Happy time zone. Spiker Do is so adorbs. Truly. I love Dalmatians. They're like my favorite dog of all types. And so I love that Spiker Do is like a spotted little guy. And then I also really like pit bulls, and I think he's like a pitty Dalmatian mix, which is like chef's kiss. My brain to get in SWORK, then get my disability allowance back. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any disability financial support at the moment because you can't really get any when you're undiagnosed, which is astronomically annoying because like it's tough because so many undiagnosed people are out here like struggling, but we can't get any help because we don't have a diagnosis. Even with a diagnosis, sometimes in the US it can be hard to get support. So without it, it's virtually impossible. And it's tough because you still can't work just like anybody else who is disabled, and getting a diagnosis is such an atrocious process. So you'd think there would be like a bit more flexibility with it, but because the culture in the US around disability is so much around this idea that you're faking your disability, like there's so much efforts to try to prove that people are faking their disability because they think that um you're just trying to like make money off of the government and you don't want to work, which like also if you just don't want to work, that's also super valid. But it's so silly because a lot of disabled people desperately want to work. They want to be able to contribute. They want to be able to do this, that, and the other, and they just can't. And they're very sad about it. It's not like it's just absolutely silly to me, but yeah. Hello, Piper. Welcome in. How are you? Say hi before I feed the horsies. Oh, give the horsies some little nose scritches or something if you're able to for me. Got burned out from my former work and I'm still recovering low key. I get the part about feeling scared with the thought of working again. Yeah, the longer I'm away from it, the scarier I feel like it gets. Yeah, carrots will be great. Carrots will be great. Whatever makes them happy. And that you're allowed to do. Yeah, burnout was a big part of it as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't just physical. And then, like, for a bit there, I wound up. Oh, shoot, are they closed on Sundays? That's so not ideal. Ripperoni and cheese. Because, like, when I lost my education job in Chicago, I wound up having to work at Starbucks, and that physically and mentally wore me out. I would do like a Starbucks shift, and then Toasty can attest, like, I wouldn't be able to basically do almost anything for like the next like 2 days. It would basically be I would just work and then recover, which was wild because I didn't even work a traditional length shift. I had to request to have shorter shifts because I couldn't handle anything more than 5 hours standing. So, hello, Soup. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good lurk and work. I hope you're doing well. And Puppo as well. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Wear something that makes you feel good. Every day is a new day. Rent for my shop in Starlet Town is cheap, so number wise, it should have been a low risk move to start my business here, you'd think, right? But nope. Sales here aren't too hot. Even covering the relatively cheap rent is a struggle sometimes. Aw. I'm sorry, Raj. I tried to order from your shop as much as possible. Big is yelling. Well, it's just because he wants the basement. Probably. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Starbucks era. I was so burnt out from Starbucks that streaming, like, I loved streaming, but it was hard to have the spoons. Oh yeah, is Fig experiencing the open window? Cute. It is a little windy out there, that's true. Dad, I need you to pick me up. I don't think my Starbucks era would have been as bad either if I didn't have such a bad set of like Starbucks luck, because physically it was bad, but also I had really bad luck in that my first store had a terrible manager, and then our store literally had bugs, so then we kept getting shut down. So I'd randomly go into work and then they'd be like, yeah, actually, like, don't come back tomorrow for another week because we're fumigating again. But they couldn't get rid of the bugs because basically the Starbucks was, it was below some housing, and, thank you for the med reminder, Moopsie. It was below some housing, and the bugs were coming from, the housing above, from the apartments above. And the Starbucks really had no way of forcing the slumlord who owned it to actually deal with the bugs. So even though we would clean and we would get it fumigated, the bugs would always just come back because they were coming from upstairs, and that wasn't what was getting fumigated. And so it never worked, but they'd keep trying. And then I think legally they were trying to force the landlord to do something about it. But that obviously takes time. So we wound up having to close that store down. I don't know if they ever opened it again or if it was just temporary or what. So I got moved to, so everybody got moved. So then I had to learn a whole new set of staff and a whole new store. And I got the really short end of the stick when we moved because I specifically asked. So I was working at a Starbucks that was several neighborhoods over. Have a good lurk, Piper. I was working at a Starbucks that was several neighborhoods over and had to commute on the train every day, which was adding to my burnout because for me, that's very physically demanding. I know for not everybody that would not be, but for me it was. So it was adding to my burnout. So I asked them when we were all being transferred anyway, one of the options was the Starbucks that was in my neighborhood. Literally right down the street. I was a regular there, which by the way, I'm not none of this is promotional towards Starbucks. In fact, I'm currently boycotting Starbucks, but I just was sharing my journey with you all. But what was I trying to say? Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate it. Exclamation point donate will also point folks in the direction of some places, if you have the capacity to donate, that are very actively helping Palestine right now. So but yeah, I asked if I could be moved to the one that was near my house. It was right down the street. I had already known the team there and had expressed interest originally in working at that Starbucks, but they were full. And so when I asked, they said yes, and then later they said no. They were like, actually, this guy wants to go there and he has seniority, so you can't go there. And I was like, ah. No, Moopsie, thank you. It's truly the least that I could do. It's truly the least that I could do, honestly. Alright, I feel like this is gonna trigger a cutscene. Oh, I think this is a puzzle. I think we're gonna get to see the mermaids again, chat room. Ooh, I got a Steam achievement. For entering the Mermaid Kingdom. I've never seen this before. Wait, Kibble's in there. Kibble knew. Kibble was like, finally. Hi, always. Welcome in. This is so beautiful. I didn't expect it to be so big. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so big. A new quest to explore the Merfolk Kingdom. It would literally be an honor. I don't know if y'all can hear those scritchies. My apology, or that noise. Big is currently scritchy scratching on his scratching post, so. You're gonna love. I can't wait. I can't wait either. I'm excited. I haven't seen much of this at all. I don't even know where to begin. Oh wow, that's cool. You can just see it in like the zoomed out version from there. Okay. We're wandering together, chat room. We're wandering and exploring. Oh, I'm not allowed to enter there yet. This little shape reminds me of a stingray. I have questions. I have a tattoo. Yes, please. You should try it. It's really fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Ooh, cutscene time. Oh my god, the mermaids are so pretty. They're holding their little weapons up at me and I'm not even scared because I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sumeru, stop right there. Identify yourself, land dweller. Easy, no need for the spears. No land dweller will tell me what to do. Dino, call for backup and I'll keep an eye on this one. I've never seen Dino before. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Holy guacamole, is she pretty. We've met Denali. Oh dear, oh dear. Lower your spears, Sumeru. Sumeru, sir. This is a land dweller, a threat to the kingdom. Yes, sir. This one, however, speaks our language. Doesn't that make you curious? This one possesses something other land dwellers do not. We've met before, yes? Yes, during the patrol with one more. Good memory. Another one was Agung, my patrol buddy. I'm also too bisexual for this game, Trifle. Too bisexual, too polyamorous, too queer for this game. I need them. I need them so badly to make this game allow me to romance multiple people because everyone is so hot. Sir, as you can observe, this land dweller has managed a full-blown chat with me. Intriguing, wouldn't you agree? Understood. I just realized I haven't shared my name yet. My name is Denali. That's Dino and Sumeru. Javi, unfortunately your visit to our realm counts as a bit of a crisis. We'll need to take this matter to King Krakatoa. He'll decide what to do. I'm a crisis? What does that mean? The palace ahead is our destination. Please head inside when you're ready. Are you absolutely certain about this, Denali? Land dwellers have a notorious reputation. I love that his tail looks like a shark tail. That's very cool. With all due respect, sir, we don't know anything conclusively. What we know so far has simply been an ocean of myth and hearsay. Myths or precautionary advice. I bet my fin on it we should give Javi the benefit of the doubt. All right, then. She's giving Ariel energy. Well, back to guarding, I suppose. Alright, we gotta meet the king. I'm excited and nervous. Javi, you've arrived. Allow me to introduce you to His Majesty, King Krakatoa. I want to know what Kibble knows about this mermaid place. Your Royal Highness, may I present the land dweller Agung and I stumbled upon during our rounds. This intriguing character goes by the name Javi. Javi, quite the peculiar handle, wouldn't you say? You claim this Javi can converse in our tongue. Indeed. Seems like the tide has turned, sir. We engaged in a fluent conversation earlier. I must admit this is new to me too, Your Royal Highness. Before you is the eminent King Krakatoa and the gracious Queen Nanda Deve. Psst, Javi, it's your turn in the spotlight. Time for your introduction. Interesting. It is a true privilege to make your acquaintance, Your Royal Highness. I'm Javi. So it's true. This land dweller can converse in our dialect, and with striking clarity, might I add. Wait. How can this be? I recommend caution. Should we not consider the implications of welcoming a land dweller into our kingdom? The legends of their kind are unsettling. Are we ready to risk history repeating? To be fair, I'm kind of on the mermaid side on this one. Like, do I want to be welcomed into the mermaid kingdom? Of course. It's beautiful. The people here are beautiful. But humans, we shouldn't be allowed where anything is beautiful. That's not true. That's an oversimplification, obviously, but we cannot be trusted. Historically, we should not be trusted. Indeed, my queen, your concerns are not without merit. Every merling here grows up hearing ominous tales of land dwellers. I previously dismissed them as cautionary tales, but recent events imply that they may be more than fiction. May Cho Yu contribute to the discussion, Your Majesty? She is so pretty, oh my god. They're giving Ursula vibes, but like, so good. We value your wisdom. Cho Oyu can feel the coral tree clinging onto life, and with it the survival of our kingdom. Cho Oyu's visions reveal this land dweller to be the key to our tree's full revival. Whenever one of those coral mechanisms are activated in the shallow waters, we observe partial healing of the coral tree. But it's not yet enough. Why not allow our new two-legged friend to venture into the deep sea and activate more coral mechanisms? Casually granting access to the deep sea is a step too far. It's sacred. Look at the necklace that the queen is wearing. It's so beautiful. It's like a little dragon. It's so cool. The detail on each of the characters and like their personalities and their outfits is like truly unmatched in this game. Can't we send one of our own to trigger these corals? We're not devoid of competence, Cho Aoyu. The currents speak, Your Majesty, and they speak of this land dweller. The ocean has made its choice. I am just the messenger with no power to alter the future. This is outrageous. We're clueless about even the origins of these coral mechanisms. We know nothing. I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty. Indeed, my queen. The uncertainty and mystery surrounding this leaves us all vulnerable. Until we know more, it's simply too dangerous to align ourselves with this land dweller. My decision stands firm. The land dweller must be escorted out of the kingdom immediately. Your Royal Highness, if I... Father, please reconsider. Oh man, who's the daughter? She's so pretty. Oh my god. I know that I've said that about everyone, but it's true. Princess Miranjani? Miranjani? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the land dweller deserves to be here. Miranjani, have you been eavesdropping? Yes, father, and I will apologize for my rudeness later. But please, please, father, you must let this land dweller stay. We've never met her, so I'm not sure why she's, defending us so intensely. I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm unsure. We know how to get replayability. 500 super pretty NPCs to romance. Truly. I have resisted, is it the Philippines? I think that's wrong. No, it's Indonesia. It's Indonesia, Moopsie. I think I spoke incorrectly earlier. We know how to get replayability, 500 super pretty NPC romance. I've resisted having a second playthrough yet because I know the main story will be the same. So I'm waiting for multiplayer to start more than one save because I think that'll help keep it like different. I think it'll help keep it like very different each time I play if I'm doing the multiplayer version with pals. So I'm excited to have more than one save where I can romance different people, but right now I can only do one. Now I can only do one. Miranshani, my darling, don't let your fascination with the land dwellers cloud your judgment. You're wrong, mother. The answer lies in the barrier surrounding our kingdom. Aunt Liang, she used to tell me that the goddess didn't place the barrier to keep land dwellers out. No. Oh, so Aunt Liang. Liang is the scientist in the town. And I'm like, how is a land dweller related to the mermaids? She made it to ensure that only those carrying her mark could breach it, be they merfolk or land dweller. That implies Javi is here in our kingdom because Javi has the goddess's blessing. We cannot afford to overlook it. My queen, our young Mira raises a point that we cannot disregard. Reviving the coral tree takes precedence over all. If it means granting a stranger free reign in our waters, so be it. However, I will not let you run about without some sort of safeguard, Javi. Denali, Sumeru, and Agang, I command you to be vigilant. Miranshi, spread the word of this arrangement among our people. We must prevent further unease. Interaction with the land dweller will be a privilege bestowed upon a few. Javi, abide by our laws or prepare for expulsion. As per your command, your Royal Highness. Land dweller, you are granted access to the deep sea. Your wisdom prevails, Father. Understood, your Royal Highness. Denali Agong, escort Javi back to their quarters in the barracks. We may be suspicious, but we are not uncivil. Dismissed. This is so cool. I did not get this far in my first playthrough. This is very exciting. Wow, I can't actually believe the king granted you permission to stay, and in the barracks, no less. That was very close back there, if we weren't for the princess. Come along, let's get you to the barracks. This isn't boding well for my efforts to focus on trying to get the snowdrop plant before before the 16th of the month, but I don't regret it by any means. Hi, Lamb. Welcome in. How are you? How are you doing? Hello, hello. This is where soldiers stay. We have many empty rooms now. Feel free to look around. This is where you'll stay. You can spend the night here or go back to land. It's up to you. You should visit Cho Oyu next. She's in the Oracle building. How would I be able to stay here overnight if I can't breathe underwater. Like, it's very cool that I have a bedroom in the underwater. I don't have any qualms about that, but I'm a little confused on the logistics. Greetings from Cho Oyu. The fates have chosen wisely, letting you into our kingdom. I request your presence in my chambers. There's a ritual the spirit urges me to perform on your behalf that will be worth your while. Interesting. A bit tired. Just finished up my classes for the day and spring break starts next week. Let's go. That's kind of wild. I feel like in my head that most of you all just started back up on your classes and now it's already spring break. Time flies. Trying to see what, if anything, you can interact with in the barracks. It's interesting. I think all the rooms are just pretty much the same. Interesting. I wonder if there will be future characters to stay in here, because like in the hotel in the land, there is... Oh my gosh, the day has already come the next day? Or were we already on the 14th? I can't remember. It's weird now that we can spend the night here underneath the water. Okay. We need to claim these rewards. Claim these rewards. And then we're supposed to go see Oil. But where is she? Tattoo shop. Now hold on a minute now. Wait a minute now. What does that mean? There's a tattoo shop? Pardon? Can I go here yet? Ugh. Ah. Oh, that could be true, Trifle. That could be true. I would believe it. Sad that I can't go to the tattoo shop yet. Okay, I think we're supposed to go. There's a tavern too. Oh my god. This is so cool. Alright, well, I'm supposed to go to the Oracle Chamber, though. And I don't think they're gonna let me in anything else until I go there. So let me just make my way. I don't want to be expelled. I don't want to be expelled for breaking the rules. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Choi Oyu, your arrival is as ordained. Welcome to Choi Oyu's chambers, Javi. I wish to discuss a matter that could significantly benefit you. Throughout our kingdom lie sacred ocean caves. You may have seen a few during your travels. Wait, her tail kind of looks like a stingray tail. Is she gonna grant me access to these caves? These caves are a treasure trove of resources, many of which could prove invaluable in your endeavors. The decision to grant access to these sacred spaces is not ours to make, but the ocean's, and the ocean, it seems, has chosen you. With the rhythm of the ocean in my steps and the humor of a dancing crab, I hereby grant you the right to explore these sacred caves. Multiplayer shouldn't be too far from now, though. If they stay on track with their schedule, it's supposed to be part of 1.2, and we're supposed to get 1.1, hypothetically, in the summer. So I'm guessing by the end of this year, multiplayer will be out. If I had to, unless they change their current plan. As you journey deeper into the ocean, you'll discover more, such as caves. Use their resources wisely and remember that exploration is key. Interesting. I wonder if the caves will be similar in some nature to like the caves up above. Intriguing. When they called it like the Oracle Chamber, I for some reason thought of like tarot type stuff and wondered if that was like what that character's vibe was gonna be. So I don't think we can really enter any of the buildings. Oh my god, look at the little shell wheelbarrow, please. I don't think we can really enter any of the buildings yet. But we can go into the deep sea, which should unlock some new creatures for us to find. What is this? Whoa, what is going on down here? This is so cool. The lore in this game goes so deep. No pun intended as we enter the deep sea, but hold on, Javi. Just a moment of your time before you set off, please. I've seen the amazing things you land dwellers create. Really cool stuff. It gives me hope that there's some goodness in your world. Swimming with a fin is tiring enough, and you traverse our waters on those, what are they calling? Feet? Nagalita's coast's clear. Hurry up, bring it over here. Oh my god, are we gonna get a tail? What are we getting? Now take this stamina fruit. No, not a tail. We're getting a fruit. Oh, it's okay, Moopsie. Thank you for the follow, friend. I appreciate it. I've been making more videos over there recently. We actually have a video coming out tomorrow on the YouTube channel, so it's very fun. The little dragon creature friend is cute. I hope I can have one of my own. Follow me around or something. Stamina fruit. Oh, we're eating it right away. Oh, wow. It increased our permanent stamina. Dang, I really need to improve my, scythe. My scythe now. Okay, this we need for the goddess. So that's good. And I see some new creatures. See if I can get that little guy. Sexy shrimp! I think I need that one for the goddess as well. I need to catch more than one of those though, because then I can't turn them into the museum, which I also need to do. I had no idea we were going to be getting so much lore unlocked today. Y'all, truly. I do not necessarily think we're going to get our greenhouse finished now, though. We may have gotten too lost in the mermaid sauce. Which, I mean, if there was any sauce I was gonna get lost in, I'm not too mad about it being the mermaid sauce. so to speak. I wish I had a Kibblebot in my brain. He is a reassuring, sweet little lad. I could imagine he would be nice for the noggin. Yeah, he's like a little self-care reminder bot. Get a dip in energy, because that's how ADHD meds work, so I need to lie down. If I do, I feel sick, so I'm falling asleep while sitting up. Nor. Bodies are so weird like that sometimes. Hi, Scrunchy. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Thursday. I think when we finish this day, I'm gonna take a little stretch break. Grab my iced wrist wrap. Dang, that one really made us go in like a full loop when it could have went straight there. Oh. I know why it doesn't, because it wants you to clean up that whole area, but it really went the most roundabout way possible. There's so much we have to clean, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see if we can just catch any creatures. By chance. So that's really what I need at the moment. It's interesting how some of it will, like, kind of go back just by you walking towards it, and some of it you have to do the special cleaning stuff. Hello, Eggy! Thank you for the 8 months, my love. How are you? How's your day going? For mental health, I'm stressed and trying to look for other jobs to find sustainable work. Oh my gosh. We were just venting Scrunchy earlier about trying to work with disabilities or being autistic and like burnout and stuff. It's brutal. I'm sending you so much love. Exclamation point manifest in the chat that you're able to find something that works for you. Just give Rodden some lunch. Wait, did I see correctly that is it his birthday or something? Or did I make that up in my head? If so, embarrassing, but I feel like I saw something about it. He's a 1 today. Oh, I remember when you very first got him, he was so tiny. He's becoming quite the little boy. Quite the little lad. I'm glad that you're doing good and enjoying some time to yourself. Whatever you decide to do with your free time, I hope it's fun. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Rodden is Tiny little sweet orange chaos boy. It's Eggy's cat. And you know, in this house we love orange cat boys. Nice, we got another one of those, so that's good because we needed to. We got him a tutu mouse toy for his birthday and he's ripping it to shreds, so he's having a good day. Good. Good. I've been thinking about getting Junie one of those, there's like mice or balls that will like move on their own to simulate like hunting an actual like live creature. And Junie loves springs because the springs will, like when she attacks them, they kind of like move on their own. They'll like roll away from her and she loves that. So I think she'd be absolutely all for a toy that she could chase like that. That's next on our toy list. We recently got them this one that's like, it's like a combo toy. It has feathers that pop in and out like whack-a-mole. It has a butterfly that like flies around the top, and then it has like these little balls that they can play with. So depending on their mood, they can play with like different parts of the toy. You can have like one part on because there's like electric features as well. You can have one point on, so just have like the butterfly going, or just have the feathers going, or you can have it like rotate between them. And we always joke that Junie gives us very like ADHD vibes, and that Fig is our autistic boy, and Junie's ADHD vibes come out so strong when she plays with that toy because she tries to simultaneously play with all three parts at the same time. And I'm like, girl, how do you think that's supposed to work? Is she so silly? She'll be like holding down the butterfly while simultaneously trying to catch the feathers and smack the ball all at the same time. I would love to find data entry where I could just do repetitive administrative tasks. Yeah, that works well for a lot of autistic folks. Not yet, Moopsie, but I did say I would at the end of this day, so whenever we get kicked back to bed, then should be soon, then we'll take a little break. I tell my girlfriend I think that all cats are autistic or all autistic people are cats. Haven't figured out which yet. It's fair. Toasty always jokes that he'll say, they'll say cat 1, cat 2, and cat 3, but they call me cat 1. So, es posible. I don't think that's cleared yet. I love them so much even though I'm allergic. I think there's like certain cat breeds that are better for like people with allergies. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's tough out here if you have cat allergies. I have very light allergies to animals. If I kiss them, my lips, I get like, it's like I have a tiny bit of lip filler. Not really, but that's how it feels like. But I can pet them and everything just fine. It's only if I like directly give them a kiss. And even then it's not that troublesome, it's just weird. It's more so with dogs than cats too, which is strange. I don't know what the cause is, but... Better or worse, it also depends on if it's dander or the saliva. My IRL bestie is allergic to both. Nor... There's a lot of tools out there to like work on living with animals even if you have allergies, but I definitely understand for some people it's like too severe as well, which is sad but understandable. Wait, normally I get kicked out at a certain time. Do I not get kicked out of the ocean anymore because of the, like, barracks? And follow-up question to that. Am I still gonna pass out at a certain point in time? I really don't know. I really want to get an air purifier because our area is dusty as heck in the summer. It would help with this fur, but there's 0 space. That's fair. Especially because, like, there is smaller ones, but then they don't cover as much air. You'll still pass out at 1 a.m. Okay. I don't hooligan hard enough to pass out. I do because you don't even lose any of your items when you pass out in this game. So the risk feels very... The risk to reward ratio feels very, like, fair. Swoop. Passing out is the only way I get home in Stardew Valley. Not that. Please, I'm dead. I'm definitely gonna pass out here, but it's fine. I am gonna have to waste some money to get some energy, but I don't care. I don't care. I thought Sexy Shrimp was one of them. Oh, it is? Okay, here. It's in a different bundle. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll make it home with fast travel. Actually. I forget how fast travel speeds things up. Y'all, I do not think we're gonna get what we need to get the greenhouse. Because I thought that I could turn some of this stuff in, but I can't. Rest in peace. Keeping Harvey afloat financially, please. Not that. Not that. Alright, somehow we made it to bed. I don't really know how. Oh my gosh, yay! Y'all, what a big day in Coral Island. We also leveled up our town rank, which means we unlocked new seeds, new decor, new clothing. Oh my gosh. And we unlocked the goat and the quail. That's so exciting. We got the loom. And we got the wooden chest and wooden arch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So many big things. Yeah, I was only like rank F or whatever, like the low one. Excuse me? Excuse me? What was that? Whoa, what was that? I'm scarred. Intriguing. Alright. We gotta sell a bunch of this stuff. Mm. A big part of whether or not we'll be able to get this is I did get speed grow, which might make it possible for us, but I just don't know if it's gonna speed it up enough. So we shall see. All right. Oh, yeah, Moopsie, please. Always. You gotta take care of yourself, love. I am also going to take a little stretch break here, so it's the perfect timing for anyone who needs to do anything to take their meds, hydrate, snack, stretch, take a little PC break, whatever works for you. You're starting your Kickstarter campaign. Let's go. All right, gamers. Have a good break. I'll be right back. I'll probably run the ad while we're on break just so that it doesn't disturb stream. And I'll see you all in a few minutes. BRB. All right, hello, I am back. Figaroni is here. He's making little mews. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but hi. To you too. What do you have to say? What do you need? Oh, I picked him up, chat room. So, the, Coral Island's gonna have to wait a second. It's gonna have to wait a second because Mr. Figaroni needed attention right now. He was yelling. Now he's purring. He doesn't even have his collar on because, we took it off. We take them off, both of them, periodically, just to give them a break and let their fur fluff out again. And we took his off the other day and we put it back on. And he got it off somehow. We found it under the bed. He said, "No, I will be Nikki, I will be free." He's purring. You say hi. Say meow wow. What you looking at? I love you, Vicaroni. I can't hold you here forever. We're not even on camera, so they can't see your cute face. And your sister stole your strawberry when you got up. Okay, you go play. You go entertain yourself. I would love to have collars on the cats as a safety thing, but that's the one thing Teddy is super opinionated about, all the critters being naked. If he could figure out how to take Finn's collar off, I'm sure he would. Oh my gosh. Not that. Hello, Aries. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 27 months. 27 months with your Prime. Hello, friend. How are you? It's so good to see you. Let me go ahead and add you to our sub club graphic for the month while I'm already astray from the game. Real quick. Ugh. Now I feel like I have a bunch of fig hairs on my face. I don't know if any other cat parents can relate to that feeling where you snuggle your cat and then it feels like your face is ticklish because little tiny hairs are everywhere. But that happens to me sometimes. And that's what just happens. Need to add Eggy as well while I'm here. Wee woo. There we go. All right, shall we? Tiny hairs constantly everywhere, especially in the spring/fall when they're getting their seasonal fur. I know. I gave them both good brushes recently too, and they're still shedding. Shedding like crazy. All right. What does this say? Farmer Javi, exciting news. With the town now at rank D, we've received more grants. That means more advanced quality of life devices to help you out. Check this out. We now have an auto petter and the sturdy computer. The auto petter takes care of your animals, and the computer, it has online shopping. I have the blueprints ready, but I'll need materials for R&D. Drop by the lab to see the other gadgets that are now available. Cute. I'm super excited about the upgrade for town rank, but I want to go see everything, but I think we have to stay on our little grind for a moment, otherwise we're gonna run out of time. It's already actually questionable as to whether or not we can even do it still, so I will have to be patient. Where are our milking pail? Hello, Red Panda, welcome in. How are you? How are you today? Oh, also y'all, actually, I forgot to grab my iced wrist wrap, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Sorry. I'm excited about that because I don't really like especially the clothes options that I have available right now. I grabbed my wrist wrap. Now we can continue on our way. My nose is so ticklish now. I can't even deal. All right. Little boop, boop, boop. Just chilling because you have the day off. Very good, very good. I hope it is a nice day off. And that you're able to enjoy it. Do something nice for yourself. Fully. I am hyper focusing on this game a lot right now too. This and Cult of the Lamb have my heart at the moment. We need... There we go. Everybody has been fed. I really expected winter to be kind of a boring time in this game, and it has been so busy, low-key. Oh my god. Hitting the right spot with your watering can is way harder on controller. Alright. A big part of whether or not we're going to succeed at this chat room is whether or not these coffers that I'm going to try to turn in are going to be anything we can actually turn into the museum, or if it just gives me a bunch of junk. So, exclamation point manifest that our coffers have some good stuff in them, because otherwise we are in danger. The lack of money from crops does hurt. I agree. If you hear like a Velcro sound in the mic, by the way, I just like to rotate my ice pack back and forth between my two wrists. Eventually I'll order a second one, but for now, so that's just like the Velcro undoing. I realize because y'all can't see me, you might be like, what the heck is that noise? Which is fair. Nice! You got a bunch of stuff done, Moopsie. Let's go. Let's heckin' go, bestie. I'm in year 2 winter and finished the ocean, the mine, and the offerings. I got married and have 500,000 coins. Oh my gosh. No, you are way, way further than me. I'm just in winter year 1 right now. So I have a long ways to go still. It's really fun. It's really good. I like it a lot. And there's a lot to do. Okay, it opens in 10 minutes. Come on. Thank you. It is very windy today, y'all. Alright, let's see what we got. Are the odds in our favor? No, I don't think so. I think we've turned a lot of those in already, unfortunately. Heck. And the festival starts in like 2 days. Okay, let's go at least see. We also have a few fossils we can turn in. Yeah, 50% speed is a really good option. I know some of you all were actually talking about how you found the game a little bit stressful at first, which some people don't realize that you can play the game at a 50% speed so that you have longer time in the day. These are pretty slick. I do want an auto collector at some point, but it costs 40,000 gold, so it'll be a while before I get there. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the online shopping is for. This stuff is cool. Her stuff in the science area is really expensive though. It's very expensive and requires very good resources. Okay, Pete me saying I'm not going to get distracted, but also really wanting to get distracted to see what the clothes are for the upgrade. Is it open today? No, it opens at 10. Heck. Maybe we can talk to some people and work on our hearts. Okay, Connor's little hat is pretty cute. Good news, Javi. FunLab has raised our town from rank E to D. If we keep making this kind of progress, we'll reach C in no time. Take a look around. I believe the local businesses have new items like seeds, decor, clothing, etc. You probably can't do all much farming in this harsh weather anyway, eh, Javi? It might be a good time to check out different parts of the island or make friends. How's the farm doing? I hope it's holding up okay. Listen, I have plenty of things to do. Don't worry about me. Yeah, he doesn't actually have anything new, maybe because it's winter time. It's kind of like playing on Long Lifespan, yeah, in a way. But it only changes the length of the day and not like the length of the season or anything. If that makes any sense. Ugh, we're so close and yet so far away. Brutal. Final stretch for rank A. Well, they just announced in their recent developer update. I did a YouTube video on this, Red Panda. They announced the 1.1 update, which is the next update that's supposed to be coming, and they're adding town rank S. So if you hit A, there will be more for you to do soon. So don't worry about that too much if you're getting quite close to A. They're adding attractions to the game, like ramen shop and a gym and a cinema and a solar garden and like a bunch of other things. And you, through getting town rank A, you can unlock some of those and help build them in the town, and you can use those as date spots with the NPCs that you're dating. And my partner was really sad about that too. They love tacos. This town rank thing is exciting, isn't it? We started off at F and now we're at D. Look how far we've come. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but please do me a favor and wash your hands often. Just think about all the stuff we touched throughout the day. Who knows what kind of germs are lurking around? I thought I had more time to read this winter, but I'm more swamped now than ever. Mood. Mood. Alright, I need to see the new fits. We've been needing to get Javi a new fit anyway. Ooh, that's cute. Very non-binary energy there, which we need for Javi. Cuffed flannel is cute too. Oh my god, the duck shirt. The duck shirt is so good. Oh wow. Oh, and the duck shirt comes in multiple colors. You got to be joking. Oh wow, I want so many things. What about the pants? There's new shorts. It's kind of an awkward time to buy shorts since it's winter. Oh, I like the sweatpants. The culottes are cute too. What is this skirt though? I don't know about that one. It's right up there with this weird bubble skirt for me. That's a pretty skirt though. The long skirts are also pretty. I like these joggers. The bubble skirts were in, and I'm praying they don't make a comeback. That's super fair. That's super fair. Those are cute. Whoa. Let's see. Oh, the little flats are cute too. I wish they had more glasses that didn't come across as like sunglasses. Like they need more glasses where the glass part is actually like clear, in my opinion. Hello, Undertaker, welcome in. Why, but now my caps lock is certainly permanently locked. In order to get lowercase letters, I have to hold down the shift key. Weird. Toasty! There's a cactus hat. Somebody tell Toasty there's a cactus hat. I love the little pink carrot hat as well. The lemon cap is cute. Oh my gosh, I want so many things. I cannot afford all of this. I don't have this kind of money. I wish it didn't heck up their hair as much. To get hats in this game. My wallet is so slim, I really should not be buying this much. Oh. I'm in dangerous territory. Dun 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 dun. Heck it. I'm going. Ooh! I used a lot of money on that outfit, but I don't care. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love our new little fit. We got a little pink goose shirt. And we got little flats and cute little, like, harem pants. I like it, Picasso. You look like you're up to no good, Piggeroni. Don't cause too much trouble. Neurodivergent hypermobility, but I'm struggling to put my left thumb back into place. And it hurt the, you're super valid. EDS is one I've considered as well. I just have no idea. I saw a TikTok about all the things that can often come with being autistic and having EDS, and I was like, wow, I hate that I relate to all of that. It was like joint instability, gut issues, and skin issues. It was more specific than that, but I was like, wow, you've just described all of my symptoms. And I've been following like a lot of disabled creators for years, especially a lot of them with EDS, and I never knew why. I just followed them because I like them, and also like being in community with other chronically ill people is just like nice. And then as I became to suspect that more and more, I was like, it's weird how we sometimes gravitate towards stuff without fully understanding why we relate to it, and then you're like, wow, could it be any more obvious? I mean, I could be totally wrong. It could be something completely different, but I do not think I have anything related to POTS personally, but I know that a lot of people with EDS do have POTS. Ugh, I'm hoping we get some creatures and some coffers down here today. Ooh. Heck. I think that is part of why my hand has actually been so bad recently, is that my shoulder is upset, and I think it's kind of radiating down the whole arm situation and impacting like the hand the most. I went to the dentist today just to be informed that my appointment is next week. Oh no, I hate when stuff like that happens. I mean, it happens to everybody, but it's the worst, TM. You get the shoulder thing too from... It's definitely something to do with sitting at my PC and my like computer setup. I'm trying, like, I feel like my setup is really ergonomic. Like, I have like a good chair and I have wrist wraps, and I just don't know. I don't know what's causing it, low-key, and it's very frustrating. It could be my period, because I've also had like my period way more in the last 2 months, which has been like the same timeline for the extra pain. It could be sleeping weird on it. I definitely struggle to sleep, and I think potentially the hypermobility that I suspect may be there. I think sometimes I sleep in weird positions trying to get comfortable, and then it hacks me up. I could be from my computer sitting position, chair, whatever. So I really just have no idea. She looked at me so sympathetic and went, "Is everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just confused." Yeah. Scheduling stuff sometimes is like that. Just gets all discombobulated in your brain. It's very possible, Trifle. I've been like having this trouble where now that I live with someone else who gets a period, my body used to like barely ever give me periods, and now I'm having like the opposite problem where I'm like perpetually in a state of having my period, because my periods, when I do get them, are like long. I don't get them often, but when I get them, they're long. They're often like 2 or 3 weeks. And what's happening is basically Toasty will loop me, right? Like lap me, I guess I should say, where I'll have my period so long that they'll get theirs again and it'll jumpstart mine again, and then I never get to get off my period. And it is definitely something that I want to talk to my doctor about, because it is making all of my other chronic pain symptoms so much worse. I wish to be freed. I have been on my cycle, not to like TMI, but I've been on my cycle for 2 months. With the very occasional, like, couple of days here and there where it gives me a break. But 2 months of being on your period is negative gazillion out of 10. Do not recommend. I just also feel like it's physically really, like, the period itself, for the most part, except for like one bad week in there, has been really light. And so I can appreciate that. Like, I'm not having a lot of cramping and stuff, but I'm having a lot of like side effect periods, like back pain, joint pain, very much tiredness all of the time, and then also like um uh I'm so emotional, like, poor Toasty. I swear to God, I'm crying all the time, like, so sensitive to things, and like I know that I'm like overly emotional from being on my period, but being that way for 2 months is brutal. Mm. Empathy towards pregnant pals out there, because I can only imagine what it's like feeling that hormonal for 9 months. I'm not looking forward to that whenever that's me, if that's me. Yeah, PMDD is another one. For me, it's because I have PCOS. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. Hormones are wild, wild indeed. I appreciate y'all. Like, it's okay. It is what it is. It's part of the spoony life. Um, but it's nice to be able to just like vent about it now and again, because it is a lot. And also, I know a lot of you all go through stuff too, so I just want you to know you're like not alone. I feel like so much medical stuff and periods and all of that is considered like taboo in a lot of spaces. And it can be really lonely. Yeah, exactly, Sai, exactly. Hello, Fawn. Welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello. If we have any mods active, could we get a little shout out for Fawn, please? Doing things on my controller has been much better, but dang, this part of this game, I normally don't do this much underwater at a time. I'm only doing it because I'm trying to get this certain resource that I need. But the button smashing is not good for my fingies, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was considering, and I think I need to look into it. I have like the Elgato foot pedal, and I think I'm gonna see if I can, whatchamacallit, words, program it to be able to use my foot pedal to click my main button so that when there are spammy moments like this, I can rotate off of just using my fingies over and over again. Use my footsies as well. Yay! Okay, we got more unlocked. Very good, very good. This is not unlocked yet, though. Is there another one over here? Let me look at the map. No, they're up there. Okay. I do want to get, like, come back and get all of this trash, but since we have limited time and energy, I'm gonna keep seeing where it'll let us push through. See what we can find. Oh, I almost missed that one. Got him! Okay, I don't think we have that one yet. It is 4 p.m. here. Well, just about. It's like 3:50. We have so much new stuff we can do now. Kinda wild. Thought we unlocked the better version of this. But I don't see it. Oh yeah, it's right here. Well, we can make quite a few of these. Very good. That would be beneficial. Oh heck. I don't want to get caught in the whirlwind. We're just using the vortex bombs. When in doubt, explosives, truly. Is that advice I would recommend outside of Coral Islands? Maybe not, but in this game, absolutely. Was out of place and now my thumb is fine. Yep, bodies are weird like that. You'd be surprised what's interconnected. Grease plus fire if you're in a pinch, truly. Alright. That got us a lot of progress. So let's see what we can do. With what we have left. Ooh, okay, I think we finished that one. Maybe? Hi, Emmy. Welcome in. Thank you for the quiet hello, love. I hope that you're doing well. I know I'm a little, like, not super chatty today, but I hope that the vibes are still good. Oh, not this again. Not this again. Not this again. Let me in. Let me out, I should say. Free me. Sometimes you get stuck on those things. That's happened to me twice now. Oh heck, that's not open yet. We got the big ones, not the little ones. Yeah, sometimes when you unlock those things, if you stand in just the right spot, you'll get stuck on them. Oh heck. Wait, where am I? I thought we unlocked an area to the side. But now that part looks also dirty. Vibes. Again, we got the big part. I did two of these machines. I would have thought that would have unlocked something. Do I have to do all three, maybe? Heck. Heckity heck heck. Oh, I'm so sorry that you had a meltdown yesterday, love. The recovery from meltdowns can be so brutal. Sending you all of the love. I hope the migraine chills and doesn't give you too hard of a time. Alright. Unfortunately, that's all we're gonna be able to do today. I wish we could do more, but we cannot. Oh my gosh, not the swollen eyelids. Yes, give me these. I'll take it, so then you get money from that. Alright. Let's see. I don't think maybe only one thing we have can be turned in, so I think we're in the danger zone for the greenhouse. I think our process was just a little too slow. We'll see. I'm not like 100% like absolutely we cannot do it, but it's looking a little rough. See if we can do some fishing. If we can buy the lights at night in the winter are so pretty. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's called a sexy shrimp. Are you planning on dating or marrying? Eventually, yeah. I'm not sure who yet, though. Not sure who yet. All right, thanks for coming, everyone. Are y'all ready for family trivia night? No, I did not know it was family trivia night. As per the tradition, the previous winner of the trivia night will give a short speech. What do you want to say, Team In? Good luck to everyone and may the best family win. Oh my god. Wait, I hadn't seen Alea's winter outfit and I'm loving the little plane sweater, the little airplane sweater. That's so cute. That'll be ours, Suki. No, we got Surya now with us. We're gonna win for sure. Besides, you shouldn't even be participating. You got the home field advantage. Auntie, listen, I'm not really good with trivia nights. But you know so much. Yeah, but my mind goes blank when I'm under pressure. Under pressure. Don't worry, Uncle, you can do it. Bah, why are we even participating in this? I thought you wanted to bond with the others, then this is how you do it. Fine, fine. Good luck trying to win this, Bree. My family will win this time for sure. All your family knows are animals and fighting. You're not going to win. And all you know is how to be pretty and drink wine. We got this. Ooh, they are beefing. Aw, I like Waku as well. I like a lot of them. I like Waku. I like Eva. I like Raphael. I love Raj. I like Shaim. I like Nina. I like Yuri. Like, I literally like so many of them. That's why I can't decide. I can't decide who to romance. I like the mermaids as well. Well, let's not dilly-dally for too long. Let's start the game. Everyone get your paddle ready. Here comes the first question. We'll start off easy. What's the largest animal that lives in the ocean? Looks like Team In raised their paddle first. What's the answer, Team In? The blue whale. Oh my god, look at her little fit. Have a good rest of your day, Finn. Thank you for hanging out. Correct. That's amazing, Valentina. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Oh, everybody disappeared. Whoops. Alright, I just need something that's not... Oh my god, I forgot I have, like, no money right now. Ugh. Okay, I'll just get the one then. I spent all my money on those clothes, and you don't get a lot of money in the winter, so that was a incredibly questionable choice on my part. The fit is A+. I did it for the ducks. I did it for the ducks. I'm glad you all can understand. Had to do it for the ducks, you know? Zara's pretty cute too. She's underrated in my opinion. I need to double check what the last ocean loot we need is. It is King Scallop. I still haven't seen that one yet. Alright, let's see if we can get some fishing in while we have a little bit of time before bedtime. That one is in the deepest part of the ocean. I wonder how far I have to get to that part. Do it for the ducks! Oh my gosh, those are such cute emotes, Scrunchy. I love them so much. I've been playing Animal Crossing again lately and it's been fun in my spare time. Just because I've been trying to play Switch games more, they're a little easier on my hands. So I've been getting back into it. Okay, if we can fish up a bunch of fish we've never caught before, this could be a pretty legit method. Especially since we haven't fished much in winter, there might be winter fish that we've never had before. The graphics are not always it though, yeah. I think it's pretty good for games that are designed for the Switch, but pretty rough for games that are like designed for the computer and then transferred over. Like Palea on the Switch is so bad. Like I love the game Palea on the computer, but on the Switch it's truly terrible. Scrunchy, I deleted your message just so you know because um in the rules it talks about no Harry Potter references as well as no references to things like Starbucks or Disney or any of the things that are like currently on the BDS list. I know that you probably didn't mean anything bad by it and I'm not mad, but just to let you know. Disney is one of the official um BDS boycotts, so I won't be playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I encourage you all not to as well if you can um join the boycott. They're on the pressure list, not the main boycott list, so you know it's pretty much impossible to boycott all things Disney, just because they are such a monopoly. But I think Disney Dreamlight Valley is and Disney Plus are both examples of pretty accessible, reachable ways that you can help participate in the boycott. Honestly, I think I haven't caught a lot of these fish before, so this is going pretty good. Oh, is my... Oh, shoot, my inventory is full. Um... Yeah, so BDS, I highly encourage you to check out their website. I believe it stands for Boycott, Divest, Sanction, something along those lines. And it is a like Palestinian organization that highlights the companies that are the most important to boycott at this time based off of like how much they're providing resources to Israel to be complicit in the genocide that's currently happening against Palestinians. And there are a lot of other companies, be it because of like Zionist um, members or because of money that they contribute to Palestine, um, that you can choose to boycott additionally. But BDS are like the targeted boycotts, meaning they're like the most impactful and the ones that Palestinians have specifically asked us to engage in a boycott towards. And Disney is on that list, as well as several other companies. So if you're new to boycotting and you want to participate, I would say at least start with the BDS list and focus on those. And then if you have the capacity to expand beyond that, obviously that's a great thing to do. But start there if you're new to it and just wanting to get involved for the first time, I would say. Of course, of course. Thank you for, asking and being willing to look into it once you've learned a little bit more about it and all of that kind of stuff. It's super important right now. Okay. Let's see. Let's take care of our animals and then let's go see what of these fish we can turn in. Maybe fishing will be a more effective, faster way because today is kind of our last day. Last hurrah. Of course, Fawn. It's the least I can do, truly. Not necessarily um anything special. Just if I am graced with the privilege of having a platform for whatever reason, then I would want nothing less than to use it for something good and something as important as raising awareness for what's happening. Thank you so much, Zaki. I appreciate it. Exclamation point PNG in the chat will give the information about our wonderful PNG artist. But I appreciate you so heck much. I really like how it turned out. She did an amazing job. I had been eyeballing this artist for a while because I had seen quite a few acquaintances in the streaming realm get something from her, and suffice to say, I'm a bit obsessed. I love it. I do. Heck, my inventory is flicking. Maybe I'll eat the cheese because we need some energy anyway. Let me have the egg, please. Thank you. To be speaking up and using our platforms when so many don't, so it's rejuvenating when someone is vocal in their support. I do agree with that. I think it's pretty brutal, especially in the streaming space, to see like how many people treat issues like this like they're a trend. Yeah, they only talk about them when everybody else is talking about them. And on the other hand, you know, like I can understand that there's so many like problems out there in the world that everybody is trying to fight, and we're all going through our own individual personal battles as well. So it's tough to navigate, but I think the bare minimum you can do is at least talk about it. At least talk about it, because you would be I know that it's like easy in our niche corners of the internet where we're, you know, very leftist oriented and talk about this all the time, to feel like it's impossible for people to not know about this. But I genuinely find that almost every time I speak about what's going on in Palestine on stream, that someone you know, like yourselves, will somebody in chat will have not heard about at least some aspect of it that we're talking about, and learn something new, and you know, make a change in their life that's positive towards the cause. And if that's, you know, something I have the chance of contributing to, I'll always do that. Always. It can sometimes feel a little like preaching to the choir, but I try to remember that you really never know, especially on Twitch, also on just like any internet platform, I guess, like who's gonna stumble upon your space and what they do or do not know. So I try not to assume. I did not read that. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I clicked that a little fast. Right, let's see if any of these fish can get turned in. This will probably be my last day in game, just so y'all know, as well. Just like spoonage wise. Plus, I think the in-game day after this one is the festival, and I don't want to get into that while I'm like quite low spoon with what I have left in the tank. So we will we'll do today, and then we will wrap up for the day. But it has been a very nice stream, and I very much have enjoyed all of the chats that we've had today. And I'm really glad I was able to muster up some spoons to hang out again, because I knew that I was only able to hang out today, and if not, I wouldn't be able to hang out until next week, and I didn't want to do that. I've been trying. I'm on break, so I don't want to put in any hard and fast rules. I very much am trying to listen to my body right now as the primary decider of how things go. But I have had like a quiet, rough goal of trying to stream twice a week. Just like personally for myself, and how much I like to spend time with y'all, and how much it rejuvenates me mentally, even though physically it can be a lot at the moment. But you know, we shall see. Nothing hard and fast. Okay, we need to go and open these coffers. We got a couple of a new type of coffer, so I'm hoping maybe those will have stuff we haven't seen before. Perhaps wishful thinking, but the marble coffer, that one's new. I do think a couple of these we don't have, which is great. Y'all, are we gonna do it on the last day? That would be kind of wild, but I don't know. I was getting really nervous, but I think like 3 of those are new, so maybe we can. Maybe we can do it on the last day. That'd be pretty wild. Down to the wire. If you weren't here at the beginning of stream, we are trying to grind to get 140 items donated to the museum so we can get tree seeds, or snowdrop seeds, which we need for the greenhouse, and it would mean we could get the greenhouse before winter of next year. And look, y'all, we only need 1. Okay, let's go fishing. We gotta get 1 fish that we've never caught before. Exclamation point manifest. I know, the 1 short is rude, but it's okay. It's okay, because if we get the seeds down and planted today, then we're Gucci. Then we met our goal. Community Rex, say you live in a city I live in now, and I've been trying to find autistic adult community, but I have not been successful. I don't feel comfortable and ask her, you know. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're talking about, like, where I live now, though, I don't know a lot. I'm not super connected, like, in person. So I'm not sure I can help with that a lot. Yeah, but I don't have a lot of, like, in-person resources from anywhere I've lived, because I only really realized that I became autistic, or not became, that I was autistic, in the last, like, 2 years or so. So I'm not sure I would have a lot of in-person pointers. If you have any questions about, like, I know lots of autistic streamers, if you need more, like, spaces online to connect with, I know, like, some books to read and things like that. Like, I have a lot of that kind of stuff, but I don't have a lot of, like, you know, doctors and, like, specific, like, in-person references, if that makes sense. So it's not that I'm unwilling or uncomfortable in any way to help. I just limited in what I have to offer, I guess. If what I described would still be helpful to you, then absolutely feel free. But otherwise, maybe I wouldn't be the best person to ask. Oh, he's feisty. We got a feisty one on our hands here, chat room. Oh my gosh, look, we got like a, what is it called? Like, I forgot what that high level one. It's not Iridium, that's in Stardew, but the purple star. Live in a big city, but surprising there are not a lot of groups for autistic adults, at least not posted about online. I was only able to find one occupational therapy place that states on their website that they work with autistic adults. Yeah, no, it's really unfortunate, Scrunchy. It's a really common problem. That a lot of resources that are out there are only designed for autistic kids. It's something that a lot of autistic creators like complain about quite a bit. So you're definitely not alone. Not that that necessarily helps solve your problem, but it's an unfortunate, really common struggle. They do. Yes, we do. We grow up and we still need support. But for some reason, I guess they think you'll learn everything you need to learn in school, and that's that. Which is wild to me. It doesn't make any sense. And then they complain that like a lot of us like self-diagnose via the internet and find connection on the internet. And it's like, well, if there's zero connection opportunities provided in person, zero resources provided in person, like what do you expect's gonna happen? Like we're of course gonna reach out to each other online and try to get resources and connections. We're not just gonna sit there and, struggle alone. It doesn't make sense. Come on, game. We really just need one fish we've never caught before. Just one. Anything. Any fish we've never turned into the museum before. It sends me how they have the graphic of the fish. How they have the graphic of the fish catching it, and then it's just a flyer. I don't fish over there a lot. Maybe I could try that, Peppo. That's a good idea. Let me see. I don't fish up in that corner I was just in a lot either, but I don't really fish that much in general. But I definitely fish where you described probably like the least, so we'll see what we can. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There's also going to be an ad in about 2 minutes, just so you know, chat room. During the ad is a great time to stretch, take your meds, hydrate, whatever you might need to do to take care of yourself. And if you sit through those ads, I really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot as a creator. Especially now that I'm not streaming as much, and therefore, understandably, some people aren't going to sub. Ad revenue is a great way to like keep myself afloat, so I appreciate your patience with it. Oh my gosh, he is feisty. That's it. I think we haven't turned that one in. Wait, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we haven't turned that one in. Yes. We have not. Let's go. I need to fish down there more often, though, just in general, but that is not of my concern right now. I have other priorities. Thank you for all the hype, y'all. Exclamation point hype. Mush hype, be hype. all the good things. Also, let's see who has the brain cell as we're heading out of stream later. Electa, let's go. All right. Give me my seeds, game. I need those snowdrop seeds. Wait, why was that still having an exclamation? Literally down to the wire. I'm still gonna put the speed grow on it just in case I did my math incorrectly. Oh, no, not the cutscene. Not right now. Please. Hi, Javi. Hi, Leia. You look happy. What's going on? Oh, I was just... Oh, are we getting a secret? That's my reaction every time there's a cutscene. I love the cutscenes in this game because I love how they make the world feel alive. But I wouldn't be I would be lying if I didn't say there's a lot of them, and sometimes I'm like rushing to do certain things and I'm like, is this the time, game? Really? Also, hi Nuri. I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. Can you keep a secret? Sure, you can count on me. Great, because I'm dying to tell someone. So I think I told you that I'm home on leave from the air military as a pilot, but my biggest dream is to become an astronaut. Every year, the air military selects a few pilots for astronaut training. It's very competitive. Usually, you need to put in a few years flying jets before they'll even consider you. But I decided to try my luck, and before I came home, I submitted my application. This tea is hot. I qualified for the next round. Wow, congratulations. I have to take some tests and interview with the program leaders in Tokyo. It's not a sure thing by any means, but I'm closer than I've ever been. That's great. I'm excited for you. Thanks. I'm excited too. I'm just worried I may not get it. Thanks for listening, Javi. I really wanted to tell some of my news, but I just can't tell my family yet. I just don't want anyone to get their hopes up yet. I'll wait to tell them until I'm further along in the process. Cute. Have a good rest of your day, Snicks. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good evening. Or time zone, wherever you are. I noticed the lab has a computer now. You can shop online with it, I think. Seems pretty handy. Wait, do they have a computer you can use before you buy one? Oh, heck, I can't buy it here. I have to actually craft it. And I don't know if I have the ability to craft anymore. Where is it? Oh yeah, I can make a couple more. Alright. Inspire me to apply for jobs I don't feel confident about? Yes, you have to apply to jobs with the confidence of a cishet white man, y'all. You gotta do it. They apply to jobs they are completely unqualified for. Or frankly, that they're probably qualified for, but these, like, job applications say that they want so much more than they actually expect, which is truly my autistic nightmare of the fact that, like, why can't you just say what you want? Why do we have to pretend you want me to have 10 years experience and I'm supposed to have the confidence to straight up ignore your recommendation? Why would we do this way? Why can't you just say what you mean? But, you know, neurotypical society, asking them to say what they mean is, you must be joking. Alright, let's get these heckin' snowdrop seeds planted. I'm so excited. So that just means all we need to do, all that will be left for the goddess is to get that king scallop, which means as we keep playing, we just need to keep working on our diving. Like, give our diving a lot of attention. And then all throughout winter, we cannot miss a single day of watering these plants. We have to be on it with our watering. I cannot forget that I have to water these snowdrops every day, or they may not grow in time. I didn't get the tea leaf yet, I don't think, but I planted all of these. So I'm hoping one of them qualifies. We're about to find out. Well, these were all wild seeds. So I think somehow I just got really lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, that they're all tea leaves. I don't really know how that happened. When I was younger, I went to hand in an application at Trader Joe's, and the guy asked me why I wanted to work there, and my autistic ass just said plainly that I needed a job. I thought it would be a good place to work. Needless to say, I didn't get the job. See, but why is that a bad answer? That makes me so mad that that's a bad answer. Like, be for real. Why are we all here? Because we want to make money at a place that's, like, halfway decent. Like, I just, like, don't understand. Dang, if I had realized these were all ready to harvest, I would have put the snowdrops here so that I didn't have to water them by hand. Maybe I'll just move the sprinklers over for a temporary period of time. Oh, heck. There we go. Wild seeds can only be certain things, and in the winter they can only grow into tea leaves. Oh, I knew that they could only grow into like certain winter things, but I didn't know it was only tea leaves. Makes sense. Well, thankfully we had a lot of wild seeds. Let me just grab these sprinklers. I don't want to chance that I will forget. Because I could come back to game a different day and then be forgetful, and I can't. Why can't I use that here? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, hello? Hello? They're just looking for suck-ups, truly. Hi, Bookie, welcome in. Also, hi, Cricket. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Okay. Let me harvest that. We're gonna go turn that tea leaf in. I can't believe we're gonna somehow complete the greenhouse within year 1. Except for the only thing that will go into year 2, I think, maybe is the king scallop. Depends on how the rest of our winter goes, but either way, we'll get it much earlier than we would have before, which is still a big win in my book. And then we also owe Charles a tea leaf, I think. Let's see. Menu. Do we see Charles anywhere? He's down here by the hospital. Makes sense. Thank you for all your help, by the way. Chat room, I appreciate it. I definitely wind up asking a lot of questions when I play this game, and I appreciate everyone who helps me out. You know, if ever you all don't know anything, I usually just go to the wiki, but it's nice having y'all to help as well. Okay, he's like down below here, actually. Oh, there he is. Okay. Thank you. Is my hair messy? I hope not. Oh, you said lazy. I thought you said my hair was messy. Please don't startle me like that. I'm not being lazy, I'm just taking a short break. Hey, I didn't call you lazy. I would never call anybody lazy. Alright. Very good. Um, it's pretty much all we have left to do for today. We can sell a bunch of those goods, make some money. Next time we can buy some more schmanimals. So we unlocked a couple new schmanimals. But, yeah. Ooh. I'll take a burrito. Alright. Produce. Let's save some of our tea leaves. Save our gold ones. And then we'll sell the rest. So that we can actually make some good money today. I do love me some schmanimals. Oh, you know what, Scrunchy? I don't have my cat cam set up at the moment. So I can give the kitties a treat. Junie is right here. Actually, they're both in my room. But you won't be able to see them. So I don't know if you want me to wait and like see if I can get you your points back and wait until the day that I'm back on cam so that you can see them, or if you just want me to give them to them anyways, and I can do that. Okay. Hi, C. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. I also, Sai, is Sai still here? I'm realizing that I forgot to do Sai's queer tarot card reading. Sai, do you think it would be okay if I do that next stream for you? Do you think you'd have the capacity to remind me? Just because I'm going to be hopping off here soon, but I did forget. I did do a little forgore. Alright, so let's plant the wild seeds that we do have. I appreciate y'all being patient. My brain cell capacity is much less these days, so I do sometimes forget about the little extra redeems and stuff. Let me see also, we got a keg, and I haven't tried putting anything in it. Would tea leaves go in there? Ooh, they do! I can make green tea now. That's so fun. That's one of the beverages you can get at the coffee shop, too. That'll be handy. It was good ones, but thanks for the incentive anyway. Oh, yay! I'm glad it was helpful. And I would be happy to do one next stream if you remind me, especially during like our just chatting portion. I actually really like doing them, so I would love to do them. I just completely forgot. Alright, I think that's it. I think we had a very successful, an incredibly successful Coral Island day. We We managed to meet the mermaids. We managed to get pretty much set up to unlock the greenhouse. We got a bunch of money, and the festival will be on, the winter festival will be on the very first day we get back next time we play. So we are in an awesome spot, and I'm super excited. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna go ahead and find someone for us to raid.